Hello everyone, my name is Colin Murphy from Microsoft and I'm here today joined by Nina, who's a PM in engineering, and we're going to discuss, or should I say Nina's going to tell us all about some new UI experiences for Azure SQL database. So Nina, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit more and just tell us a quick overview of what you're going to cover.
Thanks, Colin. My name is Nina Arnuma. I'm a program manager on the Azure SQL team, and today I'm going to be talking about a new unified experience in the Azure portal that we're calling Azure SQL. And it's the goal is to simplify the discovery, creation, and management of SQL Server offerings inside of Azure, right? So we want to make it easier to find the right SQL resource, allow you to create it quickly and to provide a centralized location for you to discover and manage those resources together in a scalable way.
So this is not just single database, elastic pools and all the other deployment options, I should say.
Yeah, so everything that we offer today, everything SQL Server in Azure. So single databases, which like you said includes single databases, elastic pools, the database server that all of those things are contained within, but also managed instances, and now SQL Server running in Azure VMs.
Okay. Oh, excellent.
Right.
Okay. And you're going to give us a demo of this new portal experience, correct?
Yes. All right. So first we'll share how to find this new experience. You can, the usual flow that you would go through. You go to your individual browse blade. Say I'm going to SQL databases, and we have this banner, try our new Azure SQL resource browser. And if I click on that, it will take me to this new unified view, right? Like you can see, I can find all of those resources we were talking about, my elastic pool, databases, VMs, managed instances, I'll find all in this view, and I can navigate to each of those. I won't have to, if I pin this to my favorites and use this as my main browse experience or location, I won't have to go to a bunch of individual resource browses to manage each of those individual resources.
Which is what separately. I have to do today. I do a lot of test dev for demos, and I'm go search this VM and this service here. So this is really useful. Yeah. And I see it does virtual machines as well, which is really cool.
Yes, so we have the SQL VMs now. We want it to be a first-class member of the SQL data offering inside of Azure. So instead of having to go find it in Azure VMs, try to figure out which one of those VMs is running SQL Server, it's first class right there with all of your other SQL things. You can find it, you can manage those features.
Okay, perfect.
Right, and so within this view, so you can see all the, some key information about all of these resources. I can filter and search for the resource that I'm looking for. I can even say I mainly just want to look at my SQL VMs right now. I can apply a filter and just look at the SQL VMs.
Okay.
So
that's
there's
really
a lot
useful.
of flexibility, right? So, and this unified view, looking towards the future, this gives us a great centralized place for Azure SQL, the Azure SQL family to, if we add manageability features into this experience in the future, to give a scalable, centralized experience for managing these features all together.
Oh, that's really cool as well. Yeah. So is there any new experiences built into this UI for actually helping you select or pick the right version of SQL here?
Yeah, absolutely. Right, yeah, so far we've just looked at how I'm managing my existing resources all together. But if I go and click Add to create a resource, today I'd have to go and I'd have to already know which resource type that I want, go find it and click create. Here, again, all in one place, we give you some guidance on which one that you want. Without, if you already know what you want, you can really quickly click create and get started. But if you're not sure, we give you a high-level view of, what's the scenario that each of these is optimized for? What are the key offerings that you'd find within this? Right, allow you to quickly click, select the right resource type within that offering. And if you want a little bit more information, you can click and get, an additional breakdown of, what would a single database get me? What would an elastic pool get me? What does managed instance provide to me? A high level, description of what that offering would give me, how it's different from the others, and some key capabilities that I would get with
that's
each.
really, really useful, that is.
Right, so for managed instance, if you're not really sure whether you want it, right, we let you know it has native VNet support, it's a fully managed service, full compatibility with SQL Server. Maybe that helps you figure out managed instance is actually what I want.
Okay, oh, that's great.
One of the other really cool things that we have in here now, right, for SQL VMs, if you tried to find a SQL VM image in the Azure Marketplace, we have 60 plus images, and you have to go try to find it and enter the right search terms and hope that you found the right one. Now we have it all organized in a single list, right? We've categorized it by the version and edition of SQL and the Windows or Linux OS. It's grouped, but it's also searchable. So say I'm looking for 2016, either SQL Server or Windows Server, I can type it and it filters down the list. So it's a lot easier for me to find what I'm actually looking for.
Oh, that's really helpful. The number of times I've actually gone and installed a SQL VM and tried something out and figured out, oh, it's the wrong one, and come back, have to do another one, and wasted a whole hour.
Yep, exactly. We want to avoid that, give you the guidance that you need to feel confident in the choice that you made and make the right one. And then, once you've, picked the resource type that you are looking for, you go ahead and click create and you be on your way, go through the...
Follow the normal process, of creating a service. Oh, this is super fantastic. So I love it how it helps the user out. It definitely would help me out, so I'd make use of this. So my question to you now is when will this be available?
Yeah, so this is planned to come out within the next month, say early August. You should expect to see it soon. We'll be sharing out the info for that. And then this is laying down sort of the initial groundwork of unifying our experiences together, talking about them in a consistent way, but also building a foundation for us to build on later. Like I mentioned just vaguely, if we could add manageability features into here and, other, ways that we want to unify our experiences. We're sort of just laying the groundwork now and just taking that first step.
Okay, so we'll look forward to new things coming as well once this is out. Okay,
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and give us a like, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.